Hey y'all! I know it's been a minute. I actually got some equipment to film with. I'm just being lazy. I'm an ex-com major. I do have a degree in communications, so I definitely know how to film. I'm just lazy. I don't feel like setting all that up, but I did buy something that is like mobile, like the little mobile kit for me to film with. So we might get fancy. I might actually start editing eventually. Start being lazy, but I had my 6 week checkup today, so I'm excited to figure out like why it always looks so much closer in video. I don't know. Anyway, I had my 6 month checkup today and I got good news. My doctor actually said I am doing very well. And I met with the nutritionist who just won't let me be great. But she did say I was doing very well. I'm kind of ahead of track on my weight loss. I've lost so far about 20 to 23 pounds. Um, Definitely have started the liquid B12. Yay. Now I was on liquid iron. I was on liquid iron to try that out. And apparently I must have took too much of the little cup. And child, I had smoker's throat. I was in here like, why does my throat burn? Why does it hurt so bad? Girl, because you're drinking a little too much. So my actual doctor told me to stop drinking the liquid iron and take the actual tablets. But I was like, well, if I can't absorb B12, right, how can I absorb iron? But anyway, so my nutritionist said if I'm going to do it, put it in my smoothie because I am on my green smoothies. Thanks, Dr. Vong. I do that in the morning. I have lunch, which I've measured out. My family makes fun of me because I've measured out everything. Everything has its own little half a cup container. I even have my meal prep containers with a little cup here for the vegetables and the 2 cups for protein. Even though I'm not even eating that much right now. My family and friends have seen a difference. They keep telling me I see a difference in your face and your clothes are big, which they are. I finally stopped being cheap and went and bought like a couple of outfits because I didn't want to go crazy. Because I am still losing weight, so I don't want to buy a whole new wardrobe. And yet, what in the P Valley? I was eating this protein cookie because my nutritionist said if I want to work out, I'm like, is that protein cookie on my lip? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, she said I have to have a pre-workout snack if I'm going to do anything other than walk. And I used to be so CrossFit heavy and running. And I literally tried to work out for real, I think last week, and thought I was going to die. I feel like I haven't worked out in years. And my family's like, well, duh, you just had surgery. Like, your body's still healing. But I'm like, whatever. So yes, I do see a difference. Like, I'm definitely noticing, like, even around my eyes, like the little eye bags, eye fat. I don't know. I don't like this because it wasn't that bad before. Um, I don't really have like loose skin, so to say. As I can see, I don't really have loose skin. Maybe my arms, but everybody got a little flabby arm, like regardless whether you're big or not. Um, nutritionist said I have to have a pre-workout snack. I'm doing good. I'm on track. Now she just killed my vibe with adding more protein, grams of protein to the mix. So I'm definitely weighing that out on my scale. So I did go buy protein chips. Well, like a bag because I just want to try. I want like a huge bag. Protein chips. I had the protein cookie, which is so gross. Because the fat kid in me just wants a real chocolate chip cookie. And like, I can't. I can't go run a Great American Cookie Company. I mean, Tiff Treats is probably missing me because I have not been in over a month. Okay, it's about 2 months now. And I'm like, OMG. But that cookie was horrible. All I tasted was the chocolate chip. And I'm like, oh my God. Ilani B was right. All healthy stuff sometimes tastes trash. Okay, trash. I finally got used to the vanilla almond milk. And then she took my almond milk away. She said I had to have unsweetened almond milk. And that was so gross. It was so, I had to go back to my regular sweetened vanilla almond milk. That was the guilty pleasure, I guess. Let's see. So now I have my protein went up, so now I have to get more protein than I'm already getting. I started my liquid B12 today, and she told me to mix my liquid iron into my smoothie or mix it with something and not just pop it straight. It was. And like I'm doing well on the weight loss, even though I feel like I was stalled between 193 and 95. But as of today, this morning, before I went to the doctor, I'm 189. My blood work came back good, but my B12 is actually high, which is so weird because I've never had that diagnosis ever of my B12 being high. It was always low because of the metformin and polycystic ovarian, which I'm not a diabetic. I should have got a bracelet to let people know I'm not diabetic. Because if I ever fainted and they seen the metformin in my chart, they probably would have killed me with insulin. And I'm like, I'm not diabetic, guys. I always have to say that. I'm not diabetic. Calm down. And I'm trying to think of what else. It kind of sucks because I'm starting to go out a little more. I'm not going to be a little hermit crab. So I've been going out. And, you know, I'm glad I do have a couple of items. Like I go for the grilled fish, even though I take 2 bites and I'm done. I've noticed that I've also had to stop hanging out with people that I used to hang out with, especially the alcoholic people. Now, I like a good margarita on a Friday. I ain't gonna lie. Because my job I'm at now is a little too much. So I definitely was running to the Mexican spot to get my favorite margarita on a Friday. Just one. But I find that I pay attention now to like a lot of other things when I'm out, like how much food plays an importance in everything. And then like how much we eat in one sitting of food. Like it never dawned on me like, dang, like that's a lot of food just in one sitting, just for one person. And now it's like, I can only eat 2 bites and I'm full, or 3 bites. I had my first dumpling this weekend at a festival and didn't know what was going on. I thought I was dying because I ate some French fries. Because I was starving out there because we had been out there all day in the heat waiting on this performance. And apparently CPT people didn't tell people the performance started at 10 and not 8. So I've been out in the heat since like 5, right? Had my little water bottle. Well, actually, I would Chick-fil-A got a thing of ice because, you know, that ice and that water stayed cold for hours from Chick-fil-A. You hear me? Like one of the little fancy, expensive water bottles. So I had that. I had already ate. Now, normally I bring my lunch kit, you know, when I was low liquids, with my little liquids in there. Sometimes, depending on where I'm at, I might bring my own stuff to eat. But I was at the festival, so I was like, okay, I'm not really hungry. Like, I don't really get hungry as much. So I had my water, was good to go. So I was like, okay, it's getting kind of late, and I haven't eaten nothing since earlier. So let me go ahead and do... You know, my aunt was like, well, the fries, she had weight loss. So she's like, the fries are real soft, so you can eat those. So I was like, okay, cool. And I'm like, okay, they put a little seasoning on them. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. I ate about 6 French fries. And like, literally, the performance started, and I had to leave 30 minutes after it started. I felt so bad. I had to have everybody leave because I felt like I was dying. I was sweating. I didn't feel good. My stomach hurt. My chest started hurting. I'm like, oh God, I'm about to die. I thought, oh my God, I've ruined my surgery. I'm about to die. I just need to get home. So I got home, laid down. Well, actually, I was at my mom's. So I went back to my mom's house before I drove all the way back out here. And I was like, okay. After a few hours, we finally felt better. But yeah, so I finally found out what dumpling was. I don't like it. I did try one of my favorite barbecue spots, and that was full of grease. And I could not throw up. So I literally just had to keep burping and had indigestion on it. And that didn't even feel the same as dumping. Like, I didn't feel even that bad from that. So I'm trying to think, because I don't make videos every day. I try to make them weekly, or I try to make something like today I had an appointment, so I'll update like what I'm doing. I have noticed, like I said, my clothes are fitting different. My bras are fitting different. Thank God I kept some like smaller bras and didn't throw them all out, because that's actually what's keeping me sane until I get a couple of new ones that I ordered. And that's another thing. I used to work at a lingerie store, so I kind of know how to measure myself. But lately, I don't know. I don't know. Even when they measure in the store, sometimes they tell you you're a B cup. Girl, please. Okay, that is not a B cup. So I'm just like trying different things. I might make a separate video of how, like, I kind of see how people get one addiction for the other, because now that, even before weight loss surgery, food wasn't soothing me as it used to back in the day. So I kind of already knew the food wasn't soothing me. So, but I still kept eating it. Like, it's soothing me. But now that I can't have pasta. I can't have rice. Even though my nutritionist said I could probably try a little brown rice, but I'm scared. I've heard too many stories about people eating rice and getting stuck and then they're throwing up. No. So I found out that you can get another addiction. You can trade food addiction for another addiction. Now, I'm not on drugs. Okay? First of all, I'm not on drugs. My job would not allow me. I have a clearance. I can't afford that. You know, it's too much inflation. I can't afford drugs. So, but I did notice when I checked my balance that I have been spending like Hugh Hefner's, I don't know, great grandchild, and there's an inheritance, and I'm like, oh my god, like, oh my god. So definitely gonna have to talk about this with my therapist. Okay, we have an appointment coming up. Because I realized, like, and then I'm like, what are you shopping for? Like, I did shop for Father's Day. I did buy my stepdad something, and then I did take some flowers to my father's grave and my brother's grave. So I was just like, okay, that wasn't the bulk of it though. But I literally was like, oh my god, what are you doing? Like, I checked the balance, like, oh my god, I gotta calm down. Like, what are you doing? And that's the crazy part. Like, I really did need the bras because I really did. Dang it. I'm too short and I'm trying to pull this thing close to me and it's just not working out. But yeah. So I did need the undergarments. I did need a couple of outfits. I think I bought like 4 or 5. So that way if I go somewhere, I'm not trying to hold everything together with wide belts and it look like, girl, your dress is too big. Let it go. I did take some stuff to a seamstress of mine, and I was just shocked at how much 1 pair of jeans and 2 dresses cost to take up. Now, granted, she had to take up a lot of fabric in that dress, but dang, like, oh my god, it cost like $100. I'm like, I could have just bought new outfits. But some of these pieces I've had for years, and I just cannot part with them because they don't make them like they used to anymore, and they definitely don't make that style. So I have a couple of pieces. Like, I just hold on to certain things, even though it's like years later. I'm trying to think of anything else. I think that is it. Even my hairstylist, she's like, you look a little thin or whatever. She gonna tell me at the end of my, well, I don't see like you did lose your double chin. First of all, I can still get it with that double chin now. Okay, I'll be your step grandma with that double chin. Don't play me now. Okay, I might have been chub, but baby, I'll still put on a nasty stiletto and grease these legs like a bucket of chicken. Okay, so. But she was like, I didn't say you can't. I just said you lost weight. Don't be a hater all your life. But other than that, definitely got to talk to my therapist and see what's going on. Like, we need to fix that. Because I was like, I did do some shopping. Like, and I didn't buy designer. Because I'm not a designer kind of girl. I mean, I do have like a couple of pairs of designer shades. Because I like shades. Because LASIK make your eyes sensitive. But other than that, no, I didn't really buy anything. I think it was just, I went a little Ross happy and a little online shopping happy. That was it. But yeah, other than that, we're doing good. We're on track. And I do notice now, like, I don't like confrontation. Like, I don't. If you're trying to argue with me, first of all, I'm just going to shut down on you. Like, and I don't know where that came from. Because normally I used to be the confrontation girl. Like, little things irritate me. Like, I don't like people trying to be rude or whatever. It's like, my aunt would always say, oh, your body goes through a change when you have weight loss surgery. I was like, yeah, right. It does. Like, there's certain things that I like that just annoy me. Certain foods, I'm like, oh, I can't eat that. Like, even tuna, I love it. I love it. I lived on it. But it just, once it hits down that little, I guess, stomach part, oh, God. Eggs, I loved eggs. And now it's like, I eat them, and it's just like, okay, whatever. I think that's it. I think I'm catching y'all up for the week. While I looked a little semi-decent. I got my hair cut, so I'm feeling like myself again. Because I was out here looking homely. Because I was trying to grow my hair out. But we have a plan for this hair grow out. So we're going to maintain it for right now. And then I think she said around the 6 to 9 month mark after we get through or get past the if we're going to lose hair or not stage. And then we'll go from there. So I can't get braids right now either. My hairstylist is like, no braids. Because that's going to be pulling on your scalp. And we do not want anything pulling on your hair right now. Maybe next 1 year mark on your surgery date, you can get braids. So I was like, So yeah, that's it so far. Like, still tracking my meals. Maybe when I start editing, I'll probably add in the foods I made in my little containers, my little half cup containers. And I froze them. I got them from another YouTuber where she freezes them in these little half cups and then she'll put them in a gallon Ziploc bag and then you can eat off of them for a while. I'm probably all over the place. But yeah, I had to catch y'all up while I was in the mood because I almost forgot. And I'm about to eat my dinner. Hopefully it cooled off. So yeah. We're trying to keep going. And also my surgeon's office gave me a 3-month free pass to the gym over there, like right in the same building. and they have a pool, and I love water aerobics because I used to do it all the time in Chicago. So I think I might go do water aerobics, even though I think you have to get the trainer, but it's all free, so I'm gonna take it. I used to have a trainer in Chicago too, so we'll take it. As long as I get to do water aerobics, I'm excited. So yeah, any questions, concerns, comments, whatever, let me know and we can chat. Bye.